Hi guys, today's video is a comparison of the Remington Balder Pro and the Remington Balder Boss. These are both dedicated head shavers, and the Remington Balder Boss is an upgrade from the Balder Pro. A quick intro from me. My name's Jason and I run the website shavedadvisor.com, and I review many men's grooming products, including these head shavers. I have done separate videos and website reviews for both of these shavers. In the video I compare the features and what has been upgraded on the Remington Balder Boss, and I'll finish off and say which one I prefer, which one I think is best. Okay, to the left we have the Balder Pro and to the right is the Balder Boss. The only difference is you get the shaver, you've got the oils, you've got the instruction leaflet, the guards, blade guards, travel pouch, which is very useful that you get with the Balder Pro, and oddly enough you don't get it with the Balder Boss, which doesn't make sense to me. So with the Balder Pro you'll get a cord with the actual plug that comes with it as well, but with the Balder Boss you'll get a USB cord. But the USB cord's useful these days because we have a lot of power outlets that we can just plug in the USB lead with, so that can be quite useful. But then it's also useful to have your own adapter, because with the Balder Boss you'll have to get your own adapter. Okay, the shavers. Well, you should be able to notice with the shavers that the Balder Boss is slimmer. It's slightly wider the Balder Pro. Now the Balder Boss holds, it's got a slightly better hold in the hand, only slightly better, but I can notice it. Now the attached trimmers, the detail trimmers, you can see the Balder Boss is slightly wider. However, I'm not much of a fan of these detailed attached trimmers because they don't really work very well for cutting in the sideburns and straggler hairs. They don't work that well. Now another difference is the Balder Boss blades. They're supposed to flex in more by 35%. If I could just show you them. Now the reason that would be is because on the Balder Boss, this area here, if you can see, is slightly deeper than what it is on the Balder Pro. Now a slight improvement with the Balder Boss is the charging light. If you notice the charging light, when that goes low, it'll go down to 1, and you know the battery's going low. The Balder Pro doesn't have that type of feature. There's no light there, there's just lights for when you're charging it. Now one of the biggest changes is in the Balder Boss is this extra power servo button. Can you hear the change with the power? That's turbo, that's standard. Now let's compare the two of these. The power, let's compare the power of the two of these. Now actually, just on the lowest power, the Balder Boss sounds faster. So there's the Balder Pro, and there's the Balder Boss. Right, now let's put the Balder Boss on the highest power, on the turbo. That's the turbo. And now I've put on the Balder Pro. Let's see if you can hear the difference. That's on the turbo, sounds a lot quicker. Now on the Pro, take a look at the grip. This is still rubberized. This is rubberized grip here, but the grip has changed somewhat on the Balder Boss. It goes all the way around. The Balder Boss gives you an extra 10 minutes run time, so the Balder Pro gives you 50 minutes, Balder Boss 60 minutes. Not a great deal of difference, but it's an extra 10 minutes. So I'm not going to do a head shave versus head shave and start shaving both sides of the head. I've got a video on each of those. With the Balder Pro, it's a little bit faster, and I find that it's more comfortable. The ergonomics, or that they're holding it more comfortable than the previous one, but not hugely. In terms of performance, there's not a great deal of difference in performance between them. Now about the cost difference, this is important, and this is where I fell out at first between the Remington Balder Pro and Balder Boss. Was that the Balder Pro is $60 and the Balder Boss was $100, and that's a real price hike. like 40% price hike. However, that might change pretty soon because it's pretty new on the market. If it comes down to say, let's say $80, $80, then I think it's worth it. Otherwise, $100, I'd probably stick with the Balder Pro or just wait for the price to come down. I've also reviewed the Remington RX-7 and RX-5. They are the same shavers but outside of the USA, including the UK. Now, the price difference between the RX-5 and RX-7 there is only 15%, and it makes it kind of well worth the upgrade for it. However, you know, like I've said, $60, $100. However, like I said again, that might change, and I guess it will. So yeah, I'm more than happy with the Remington Balder Boss. I prefer the changes that I've mentioned. Now, in the description, don't forget I have some links there that I review for both of these shavers, and the Versus article, and there's also a roundup of all the best head shavers that I've used, and I rank them, and you can compare them. That should help you be able to compare what head shavers I think are best. Before we finish off, please do hit the subscribe button if you found this video useful. That really helped this channel out, and it should be able to help me stop those annoying advertisements that start at the beginning of the video. Much appreciated.